Valentines, February 2023. Thank you for coming to my channel and welcome. Thank you to all my subscribers if you're back again for another video, and welcome to everybody that's new potentially and watching this reading. So I am just going to give you a quick shuffle. I have pre-shuffled off screen. As always, there's no such thing as gender in my readings, and energy can work both ways. So if you need to flip the roles, then please do so. Any information you need to know about me can be found in the description box below. I do take personal readings. Just have a scroll through that if you want to. If you like the way that I read, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell if you want to be alerted for any videos that I do bring out. We're going to get straight into your reading, Aquarius. No messing about. I'm tired. I've been reading all day. I've got you to do, and I think I've got Pisces to do next, and that's it for me. So, okay, so we've got the Page of Rods wanting to show itself. Okay, so this is your energy, your viewing. So I'll just give you the ground rules, basically. So I'm going to pull some energy for you, some energy for your person, and some mutual energy. And we'll be pulling some cards to clarify if necessary and if needed. Again, flip the roles if you need to. So how you're viewing this current situation at the moment as a Page of Rods. So something's got you excited actually, with regards to this situation. Now, when I say your other person, it could be your significant other, it could be your spouse, it could be somebody that you're thinking of right now. Just take it how it resonates. You know, these readings, I'm reading for a lot of people, so it may or may not resonate. And if it doesn't, then just come back next time. It's not your reading. Okay. Okay, so you've got the Page of Rods. This is how you're viewing the situation at the moment. So you may be really excited about something. You may be wanting to go on a bit of an adventure with this person. You may be wanting to travel with them. The pages really talk about learning, and they talk about experiencing something as well. This is something new, something that's not really developed yet, but it's something that's really getting you excited. So that's interesting. There may be a few obstacles in the way and a few things to overcome, but how you're feeling about this situation is quite victorious. So whatever it is that's going on with your person at the moment, I feel like you're viewing yourself as being in a very good position, very victorious. You know, you're somebody that's, you're kind of seeing, okay, so that's it. You may be putting someone on a bit of a pedestal here, okay? You're really excited about this other person with this Page of Rods, but it's still early days. Let's just put it that way. It's still very early days, okay? But you may be putting this person on somewhat of a pedestal. You may be saying, like, it's you that I choose. I'm really attracted to this person. I'm really drawn to this person. This person really excites me. I want to do so much stuff with this person. There's a lot of passion that's showing up on your side, a lot of excitement, a lot of ambition. You know, you're very determined to take this situation somewhere. I do see a little bit of travel indicated here, so you may be wanting to go on a trip with this person. The six is a really nice energy. So in the Kabbalah, the sixes really talk about beauty. It's the Sephirot of Tiphereth, and it's ruled by the sun as well. So there's this Leo energy of just really kind of being out there, being seen, being recognized, being noted. And this is how you feel about this person. So you're really feeling very victorious. You know, you may be feeling quite lucky that you've managed to find this other person. You've managed to bag this person, so to speak. But you're still learning. You're learning a lot about them. You know, this is something that's undeveloped at the moment. This is something that's very much in its early days, but there's excitement there. So that's really, really good. Your person, on the other hand, I feel like this they're viewing this situation as causing a sense of chaos, okay? The Tower card is a card of, well, it's Mars energy for a start, and this is passion again. This is like intense passion. The Tower is sometimes interpreted as a negative card, okay? So it can talk about relationships breaking down, splitting up, falling apart. But in this situation, I really feel like this is symbolic of this person has really been taken by surprise. They're viewing this situation as something that's come out of nowhere. It's very intense. They may be seeing you as a very intense person. You may be coming onto this person very, very strongly. I'm getting, and it's just kind of shaking them up a bit. They don't really know how to deal with it. They don't really know, again, just how to deal with it and how to deal with you. There's a lot of excitement here. There's a lot of passion, and it's very, very intense. And it's a bit like, oh, I'm feeling like this person may be a little bit concerned by that as well. Okay, so this person may be a little bit concerned by the fact that you are so passionate towards them when they've just met you. You may have said some things to this person that's taken them by surprise. Okay, you may have kind of suggested that the two of you go on a trip or something like that, and this person's really shocked by that. It's taken them back a bit. It's almost like they may even pull back their energy a little bit because of this, because the Tower can sometimes cause a separation. But more than that, I also feel like the Tower really talks about letting go of that ego, letting go of that sense of pride, letting go of those preconceived ideas that we all have about ourselves, the things that we build up in our mentality, the things that we build up that sometimes can tend to get in our way a little bit. So there may be a bit of a release going on here. This person may be feeling like there's a lot that they need to let go of in order for this situation to really get off the ground, okay? The way that they feel towards you at the moment is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that's not making any sudden moves, okay? So, again, with these two cards paired together, this person may be feeling your energy quite intensely. And for that reason, it's almost like I don't feel like they're separating completely, but it's almost like this person is much more slower moving than you. They do take action, but it's something that has to develop naturally, whereas you're like all in. You're saying, yeah, that's me, I'm in, let's do it, let's go here, let's go there, let's just fall in love, let's just have babies, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. And it's because you're seeing this person as someone that's highly desirable and very, very attractive. Okay, I'm also hearing like this is your knight in shining armor. This is the person, you're looking at this person as everything that you could imagine and more. You're really excited to get this situation off the ground, and it's shocking this person. It's really taking them back, and it's like, whoa, slow your horses. It's almost, I feel like you've just met this person. This is not an established relationship. This is somebody that you've just met. So for whoever I'm reading for at the moment, you've just met this person and you've really shocked them, okay? I feel like you may have even shocked them in quite a good way as well. It's almost like it's shaken this person up a little bit. Maybe this person, because, the Knight of Pentacles is someone that likes tried and tested methods. This is someone that's willing to go the slow route round. This is somebody that's willing to, it's almost like the earth signs to me are all very traditional, okay? This is someone that's very traditional, very slow moving, very, they want stability, they want things to go a certain way. And sometimes that's good, but it can get a bit monotonous. Earth energy is very heavy, which is why it rules things like employment, and it rules things like, food, and it's just like it's very heavy energy. It's not unbearable, but it's just heavy and it's a little bit slow. And I feel like this is this person's mentality. This is how this person operates quite often or quite frequently, or at least it is how they've operated in the past. Whereas you are just like a firecracker. You've really like, whoa, shook this person up and woke them up. It's almost like this person's been in this kind of dream state. They've been chugging through life and, going about the daily biz and taking care of things and, really kind of just being practical and grounded and just kind of doing the day-to-day, basically. It's almost like I'm hearing like a bit of Groundhog Day. This person may have been feeling like every day was just the same. They wanted some variation, and they wanted a little bit of change in their life. And then here you come, completely blowing you know what I mean, blowing it out of the water. It's just like, whoa, like it's almost like this person kind of asked for they asked for something like this, but were they prepared for it? Probably not. I feel like you are somebody that has a lot of energy. You are very excitable. This person finds you very fun, actually. This is a really nice reading. This person finds you very fun, very fun to be around. You know, there's never a dull moment with you. You always bring the party, is what I want to say. So this six of wands, or the six of rods, however you want to say it, it's almost like every time you come around, it's like you bring the party, you bring that sense of excitement. You may have a lot of friends, you may have a lot of followers, you may be somebody that's followed online, okay? So you might have a lot of followers, people that just really look up to you, people that really admire you, basically, for your personality, for your sense of, for your like pizzazz. I just feel like your energy is just really like, it's like when you walk in a room, you're there and everybody knows you're there. You're not quiet, you're not a shrinking violet. You know, you're really kind of quite the opposite of this person. This person's very grounded and practical, and, you know, say the right things when they need to say the right things, and they act accordingly, and very I'm just hearing kind of well put together. This person is doesn't really want to say the wrong thing. You know, they don't want to upset anybody. They don't want to rock the boat. It's almost like that. There's an element of preservation with this person. This person may tend to hold back somewhat. So this person may not speak the mind as impulsively as you do. And that's like, they find that really attractive. They find that exciting, but it's also a little bit, it shakes them up a bit as well, because it's almost like they don't know how to match that energy. They don't know how to be like that, because it's just not in their nature. I do feel like you are quite the socialite as well. This person may tend to be somewhat, I wouldn't say a recluse, but I'd say much more introverted. This is somebody that likes to, again, just make sure that all their affairs are in order. So they're often running errands, is what I'm trying to say. You know, they're very much in their own energy, doing what it is that they need to do to get by. Whereas you're someone that really throws caution to the wind, and you're just like, fuck it, like, you know, we could step out in front of a bus tomorrow, like, who knows? It's almost like this very spontaneous, childlike zest for life that you embody. And this person, it really excites them, but it also scares them. That's what I'm getting at. They're a little bit shaky. I feel like you intimidate this person quite a lot, actually. I feel like you intimidate this person quite a lot, but it's almost like they like it. They needed this in their life. They needed to meet somebody like you. They really needed to just remember that life's for living. And when they met you, it's almost like that happened with a bang. Like, it was almost very, very unexpected. I feel like this person was quite taken aback with you, with how you carry yourself, with your energy. This person was very in awe of you, I'm seeing as well. The mutual energy that the two of you share is, I'm seeing 3-3, so you've got 2 3s here, so 33, somebody could be 33. The 3-3 could be significant for somebody. Maybe it's a door number or something like that. Maybe it's part of a postcode or a zip code. But I feel like this person, so this is mutual energy. So you've got the 3 of Cups and you've got the 3 of Wands. It's almost like, again, I'm just getting this energy of nothing's ever boring, nothing's ever dull. The 3 of Cups really talks about pleasures and enjoyment and this flow of energy and this fluidity, and it's really nice, and it's just quite a beautiful energy. It's very, very, you know, this is it's symbolic of a trine. So in astrology, you have a trine aspect, and it's something that's kind of natural. Something comes quite naturally. So this enjoyment and this pleasure is very natural to one another. We also have the three of Wands as well, which really talks about making plans for the future. So again, like I was saying, with, you know, you may be wanting to go on a trip with this person, you may be wanting to plan some type of vacation or some getaway, just to be able to spend some time together, really, just to be able to spend that quality time together and really just get a feel for one another. You may be at a distance from one another now, you may be living separate. Like I said, this is something that feels quite new, but it's almost like whenever the two of of you get together, you really enjoy each other's company. But when you're in separation, it's almost like you're waiting for that next time to come around. You're waiting to see that person again. This person's waiting to see you again. There's definitely some chemistry here. There's definitely a spark. But I do feel like there's this, I won't even call it fear so much, just this person is much more realistic and grounded, and you aren't. You're just someone that's very, very spontaneous. It's almost like I keep saying, you know, you just live for the moment. You don't think too much about tomorrow. You're very much a firecracker and wild and free and tribal and primal and, you know, all of that good stuff. You're very, very attractive because of this. You know, you're just like this, you've got this free energy, this free nature. You just want to go traveling. You don't want to be pinned down. You don't really like, I wouldn't say you don't like stability, but you're not somebody that showcases that very much. It's almost like you maybe enjoy the instability of life. You know, not everybody wants to be stable. Stability is great in some respects, you know, it's great, but it's also very stagnant. You know, if we put roots down and we establish something somewhere, it kind of limits our freedom a little bit. And you're the opposite. You're basically saying, oh, well, you know, whatever will come, whatever will be. That might scare this person a little bit because it goes against their nature. But they do enjoy your company. You do enjoy their company. You know, there's lots. I'm just seeing like the two of you really laugh at each other. I feel like you two could be very good for each other as well, because this person could be a very stabilizing, grounding force in your life without actually stabilizing yourself, if that makes sense. So you're not really establishing anything as far as a home, you know, mortgages and businesses and things of that nature. This person's energy is grounding, okay? All that wildfire, it's very creative. It's very, you know, you could be somebody that's into, I'm just seeing like this dancing and, you know, dancing around a fire, very free, very spiritual, very, it's not flowy. It's not like going with the flow. It's someone that kind of makes their own fun. It's someone that makes their own excitement. It's somebody that gets up on a morning, walks out the door, doesn't have any idea where they're going to end up by the end of the day. They just go. And that's amazing. But this person is almost like a stabilizing, grounding force for you that you can take with you, if that makes sense. This is somebody that, you know, a grounding energy that you are able to take with you on your journey, that you're saying to them, come with me, let's do this, let's do that. This person may be a little bit slower to act than you. This person may be taking the time. I feel like, again, there's a little bit of fear there with this person, but it's not, I don't think it's fear of you. I feel like this person is just really stepping out of the comfort zone with you a little bit. But it's needed. It's almost like this has been needed for a long time. Something's been avoided between the two of you, and it could be in regards to some type of communication. It could be in regards to kind of taking this situation to the next level. So the Two of Swords is showing up again in this reading, and this is a card of avoidance, but this is also a card of friendship actually as well. The twos talk about choices, and it talks about somebody protecting the heart. Okay, it talks about something weighing heavy on a person. But we'll pull some clarifiers on that, because there is a choice that needs to be made. I'm just not sure whose choice this is just yet. Someone's really trying to balance and harmonize two opposing thoughts. It could even be this person, you know, it could be this person really trying to get themselves in check, really trying to I'm hearing like convince themselves that this is something that could be good for them. But again, because this person is much more grounded and stable, you know, and less quick to act, it's almost like they're having to overcome a sense of fear or overcome a barrier that they've imposed upon themselves. So that they can experience you properly, really, to be honest with you. Maybe this person has been shut off in the past. Maybe this person hasn't really wanted to interact or participate fully in connections. They've been very reserved, especially when it comes to how they're feeling and the thoughts as well. this is someone who has, you know, again, I said before, this is someone that there's a sense of self-preservation to this person. This is someone that doesn't really speak too soon. Okay, this is someone that doesn't really reveal everything too soon. They don't want to trip themselves up. They don't want to have to go back on the word. So they kind of keep the mouth shut until they've come to a point of realization or clarity. And that's when they will communicate. That's when they will speak. But I don't think that there's any pressure here. I don't think that you are. I don't think that you are pressurizing this person to really, you know, speak their mind. It's almost like this is something that this person's doing to themselves. We've got the temperance showing up here. So the temperance really talks about mixed emotions. And again, this is what I'm saying with this person. They're just really kind of mixed emotions right now. They've got the dipping of the toes in the water, if you can see. You know, this is kind of that not wanting to make any sudden moves, you know, not wanting to communicate too quickly and, you know, let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, and reveal themselves and everything that they contain within. But this card of, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius heavy in your chart, but this is really a card of alchemy, and it's a card of, you know, mixing things up and, you know, making some adjustments. And if you can see, they're dipping the toe in the water, but they've still got this foot planted firmly on the ground. And it's almost like this person's saying, well, if I just do it this way and I just do it that way. So I do feel like this person's making these minor adjustments for you. I do feel like it's because this person is actually opening up themselves, albeit slowly, to let this excitement into their lives, you know, to let this energy of it's just really nice, it's exciting. That's kind of, this person's excited, but they're a little bit timid. You really, really shake this person up. Your energy is just so, when I say wild, don't take that in a negative light. I'm not saying that, but you are so opposite to this person. Like, your energy is just so, I just feel like this person is in awe of you. It's almost like, how do you live your life like that? Like, how do you function like that? Like, I would love to have a little bit of what you eat for breakfast. This person may be wondering where you get all this energy from. And they're in awe of it, because it's almost like sometimes they may have tried to motivate themselves to do things, but it takes them a while. It takes them a while to be certain that that's the decision that they want to do, you know, to do that thing. Or it's just, this person's very much more methodical, very much more thought out. Everything needs to have a plan. Everything needs to be in order. Everything needs to, you know, this is the type of person that ticks the boxes and crosses the T's and dots the I's and underlines it and files it away and makes sure that everything's just so. Whereas you're like, you just shove everything in a bag and say, right, come on, let's go. It's really kind of very, very opposite. So this person's having mixed emotions, and I think that really is, it lies down to the problem that you are just completely, it's like they've never met anybody like you before. They've never met anybody with so much pizzazz, so much life in them, so much, you know, this is a lot of energy. It's scary. You know, this person is quite scared about where this situation can go, but they're enjoying it. They're enjoying it. I'm going to pull some more cards. I'll see what's going on with this tower. So we'll see what's going on with this tower. Why is this person viewing this situation like this? Again, it's like this shaky energy for whatever reason. Okay. I feel like this person, there may be a fear here that you might find this person a tad boring, okay? Because we've got the Four of Swords here. Now, the Four of Swords really talks about mental stability, but it also talks about, you know, not really making any moves, or, you know, sudden moves. And, you know, typically speaking, this is like a card of being in the chapel of rest where it's really quiet. And this is, you know, this person is a little bit introverted. I feel like this person is quite the introvert. You are quite the extrovert. So there may be this kind of, this person may be a little bit shaky when it comes to you, because they are quite the introvert and they're not sure how this situation is going to play out. So it's almost like I'm hearing faulty towers. So that could be a confirmation for somebody. Somebody may enjoy watching faulty towers. It may be this other person. If you've ever heard of that, it's like a British program. It's an old program, but yeah, there's just this kind of quietness to this person. It's somebody that's intelligent, you know. I'm guessing that they tend to stay at home and read books quite a lot. This is somebody that enjoys their silence, you know. This may be why they're a little bit, because it's like you're so loud and proud. It's really going to interact with their quiet time, but at the same time, it's almost like this person may be feeling like they're just not on your level and a little bit quieter and a little bit more reserved and a little bit, you know, so that it's almost like there's this uncertainty of, oh, is this going to work out? Is it all going to fall to shit and turn to shit? Are we going to end up separating? You know, there's this really shaky ground that this person's on. I don't think they're completely convinced that you are the one for them. That doesn't mean to say that they're not interested. I just feel like this person is very aware that the two of you embody very different energy. So that's why there's this mixed emotions. They do find you exciting, but it's almost like, is that going to last? Is that going to last? Is that energy going to be something that I want to deal with all the time? Again, there is this element of putting somebody on a pedestal. I do feel like you are attracted to this person, and I do feel like you like the fact that they are in, you know, the position that they're in. Maybe you've dealt with people that share the same tendencies as you do, and you know that it's kind of not ended very well. You know, when you're playing with fire, you're really playing with danger, and fire is just, well, it's just, you know, you can imagine. Whereas this person kind of tempers that. So you may be looking at them and saying, you know, you do well for me, you'd be really good for me, you would be a good investment. You know, I can see this kind of you know, I can see this kind of maybe working out, maybe working in my favour. This person could be putting you, you know, you could be putting this person on a bit of a pedestal here, and really, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. So you could be putting this person on a pedestal at the moment and seeing and feeling like there could be a sense of victory. Okay, there could be a sense of victory with this person. This situation could potentially go somewhere. You've got the King of Cups clarifying. So I feel like you're viewing this person as someone who isn't revealing their all right now. The King of Cups is someone that keeps their emotions hidden. They keep they play the cards very close to the chest. This is someone who is kind. This is someone who is compassionate. The King of Cups is someone who is very, you know, this is someone who makes decisions based on how they feel about a situation. The Kings are very decisive, but they're also quite controlling, and they're also, you know, this is someone who leads with their emotions as well. So again, because we've got this King of Cups and it's really speaking about water, it's really speaking about that water, that Pisces energy. You may be looking at this person as a bit of a mystery right now, something like a mystery to unpick. And that's really exciting for you because you like that. It's almost like this. I won't say that you're playing games with this person, but it's almost like you're seeing this as a game. Who are you? How do I get to know you? It's almost like you're really trying to bring this person out of the shell. Because maybe you acknowledge the fact that this person's a little bit introverted. Maybe you've acknowledged, maybe that's what you want. Maybe you've dealt with people, again, like I'm going to say, you know, very similar to you, and it just didn't work out in the past. It's almost like you're looking for your opposite in order to balance yourself, in order to balance out the relationship. You need somebody that opposes you in order for something to work, maybe. This person seems like that person. However, they are quite the mystery because they are quite introverted. This person maybe doesn't speak out in the same way that you do. It may be quite hard to get communication out of this person. It may be quite the challenge for you, but I do feel like you're up for the challenge. You know, you're kind of presenting up front and centre and saying, me, I'll do it, I'll have a go, let me try. So it's almost like you're really trying to open up this person and get them to expose themselves. That sounds weird, not expose themselves, well, maybe, but it's almost like you really want to really get to the seed of who this person is. And you're going about it in a way that completely opposes their nature. This is a really interesting reading, actually. I'm going to pull a couple more cards and then we'll pull from another deck, see what other messages that we can get. This is exciting. I feel like you're both really excited by one another. You definitely enjoy each other's energy. When you're apart, it's almost like you're waiting for that next go around. It's always a pleasure, I'm hearing. It's always a pleasure. This person is having mixed emotions. Maybe that's why they're not speaking out. They're not really showcasing them at the moment because, you know, they haven't made a decision as to how they feel one way or the other. So they're just keeping their mouth shut right now, and it's a mystery to you, but it's almost like a challenge. It's almost like you've challenged yourself to get this person to open up and really speak to you, and so that you can understand, you know, who they are and where they're coming from and that kind of thing. So we've got the Star here on top of the King of Rods. Oh, we've got a few cards. Oh, wow. So we've got the Star here. This is wish fulfillment. So you may have been hoping to meet somebody like this. You know, you may have been wishing on a star and saying, look, I just need somebody to ground me. I just need somebody to kind of heal me. But, you know, this is, you know, there's a lot of water and there's a lot of earth in this chart. So it's almost like you really wanted somebody to just temper you a little bit and calm you down and really, you know, allow you to be vulnerable. I don't think like you're able to be vulnerable, or you have been able to be vulnerable with connections in the past. Maybe you've had to kind of show up as this King of Rods, this really kind of, you know, self-directed person, you know, this person who takes responsibility. This is someone who really takes leadership and ownership. And it's almost like you kind of wanted to soften for somebody with this Star card. This is a card of healing. So it's almost like you're operating from a very masculine energy. You're operating from this energy of, you know, I'll do this and I'll do that, and you're really taking charge, you're taking control, you're somebody that's up front and centre, you're not a shrinking violet, but it's almost like you really wanted to meet somebody with this Two of Cups that really balances your energy. This Two of Cups just talks about chemistry, you know. It talks about two people seeing eye to eye, you know, resonating with one another. There is some resonance between the two of you, even though you are showing up as very, very opposite. There is something that's connecting you and something that's drawing each other in, if that makes sense. And it's very healing energy. Okay, we've got Aquarius showing up here in your own reading, and this talks about a healing energy. It talks about a wish fulfillment. It talks about things coming into alignment. It talks about that ability to be able to open yourself up and be vulnerable with a person. Because this person is so grounded and so down to earth and a little bit more of an introvert, it's almost like this person really sees, they're very observational. And this person sees deeper than the skin, okay? Or this person sees deeper than the acts that you put on. They're very much aware that there's something more going on inside you. I feel like you are somebody that masks maybe a little bit. It's a defense mechanism. And on the inside, you just really need something very calm, very soothing, someone to recoil with at the end of the night and really pull back on that energy. I feel like you are a lot of things to a lot of people, and it's almost like you kind of don't want to be anything to that person, if that makes sense. It's almost like you don't want that person to put any level of expectation on you. You want to be able to melt into their energy, and you really need an introverted kind of person to be able to do that. You need somebody that you can trust, you know. You need somebody that you can trust, basically. Somebody that you are really able to open up to and to tell them the things that you probably keep hidden from a lot of people. there is the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles really talks about collaboration. You've got 333 here. So there's a lot of threes going on. Threes are the number of creativity and growth. You know, this is a number of really embodying, like embodiment. You know, the Empress is again, the Empress represents being pregnant, somebody being pregnant, something that's about to be birthed. So it's almost like, I do feel like this situation could go somewhere, actually. It's almost like all the elements are coming together and into alignment. And this situation is just, it's almost like it's being set up. It's like things are falling into place, and it's almost like there's this suspicion here, especially with this Tower card. There's just like this suspicion of hearing, you know, it's like it's kind of too good to be true. It's like we're so opposite, but it just works for some reason. So there's a lot, it's like a culmination of energy. You're working very well together. Ace of Cups, this situation could definitely develop into love. Absolutely develop into love. This is a brand new beginning, a brand new relationship. You know, this is about, you know, pouring and outpouring of emotion. This could be somebody that's ready to offer you a relationship. You could be feeling like this about the other person, but it's almost like this person just, you really need to just figure them out right now. If I could offer you any advice right now, it would just be to kind of bear in mind that this person is not as spontaneous and wild as you are. So maybe just temper that just a little bit. You know, temperance is showing up, and that talks about moderation. So don't be, you know, overdoing it. Don't be, you know, they like that side of you. Don't go changing yourself for anybody. But, you know, just be aware that this person isn't like that. As long as you're aware and you're operating from that perspective, you know, things should develop pretty well, actually. Again, we've got this Tower card. The Tower is showing itself. This is a big, big change. This is something that you are not used to. This is something like nothing you've ever experienced before. The Tower comes in and it completely wipes us out. It switches up the game. It says, boom, there you go. Take that, whether you like it or not. You know, this is really life-changing for the both of you, actually. Things are not going to be the same after this. I do feel like you two could potentially kind of be long-term, is what I'm getting with this Ace of Cups. You know, there's definitely emotions that's developing between the two of you. I just think it needs that little bit more time. Don't go rushing anything. Let this person come to you. They're more introverted. Their energy's more introverted than yours. So let this person, not, you know, don't let them call all the shots, but let them lead. Let this person lead. If you're wanting to be more vulnerable and you're wanting to be more, you know, relaxed, and, you know, you want in this flow with this person, and you know that this person is a lot more timid than you are, and you're a little bit more wild, a little bit more out there, let this person lead. You know, don't change who you are, but, you know, maybe just take a little bit of a back step. Let them do the work. Let them come to the decision that you are the one for them. I think that way you know that this is authentic as well, and it's not something that you've pursued, you know, relentlessly. Let them do the talking. Let them open up to you. We've got the Eight of Cups here. Now, the Eight of Cups talks about walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. This is you turning your back on the past. Like I said, with this Tower card coming in, this is really talking about, you know, all those failed relationships that you've had before. You're completely closing them out. You know, the eights talk about repetition. It's that, you know, ecliptic. It's that going around and going around and going around. It's almost like you're turning your back on that and you're saying, nah, all those situations of the past, I'm done with them. I'm completely done with them. I'm going towards my Ace of Cups. You know, the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Cups makes the 9, and the 9 talks about a resolution. It talks about really finding a sense of peace and contentment within oneself, and just feeling, you know, like the cat that got the cream. So you are closing out all this negativity, all this bad vibes of the past, all that bad juju. You're shaking it off. I feel like you're going to be able to be very, very vulnerable with this person. You've been operating in that masculine energy for quite some time because of past relationships, because of past hurts that you've had to walk away from. The Queen of Cups, again, you know, opening up that heart space, expressing love, and letting love in. This really is a card of just removing all those blockages. This is a card of flowing water, flowing energy, understanding, the self as well. You could be kind of really listening to your intuition right now. The Queen of Cups is symbolic of a Cancer, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, but this is really a card of just that rest and that, that it's almost like private emotions and just like being able to relax. And it's a very comforting energy, actually. Very, very comforting energy. This person gives you and brings you a lot of comfort, and it's because they're so grounded. They're so practical. They're so, they're not quick. Maybe you're used to people coming in and sweeping you off your feet, and just as quick as it started, it was kind of over. This person is really putting the brakes on and saying, whoa, like, slow your horses, slow your roll. Let's just take things slowly. And although you're really excited and passionate to get this situation going, it's actually a really good thing, because it's forcing you to slow down. It's forcing you to really take your time and get to know this person before you dive in head first. I've just seen the Four of Wands, which talks about stability. It's stability within the self, stability within the home and the spirit. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. So again, Two of Cups is coming out. This is chemistry. This is two people that are definitely interested in one another. This is two people that want to, enjoy each other's company. Again, get together, go for drinks, go on these little day trips, go out, spend time together, go for food. The Queen of Wands is someone that's highly desirable. This person thinks you're hot as fuck. You may intimidate this person a little bit as well with this Queen of Wands energy, because it's almost like you are a bad bitch. This person may not be used to dealing with people like you. You're somebody that's completely different. You're completely different for each other. You don't usually make these choices. You don't usually make decisions to be with a person of this kind. It's almost like you're opposite. But it's really working for you. This person's viewing you as this Queen of Wands, this really attractive, really magnetic, really happy-go-lucky. You're very popular. People find you very warming, very comforting. It's almost like you know exactly what to say, when to say it. You're someone who is very determined, very ambitious, very, just like a go-getter, basically. Fearless. This person thinks that you're fearless. There's a fearlessness to you, and that really, really turns them on. I feel like this person kind of desires you for that. They may even wish that they had more of that. And the fact that, if you two got together, then they would have more of that, because you would be working as a unit. That's really what I'm picking up from this Two of Cups and this Queen of Wands energy. It's very quite, there's this you just draw this person in. There's this magnetism to you. There's this charisma. There's this charm. It's the way that you speak. It's the way that you move. You're glowing. This person looks at you and you're just radiant, and they're just like, wow. And it's a little bit, this person may even feel like you're out of their league. But what they don't realise is, okay, once you let that guard down, because the Queen of Wands can be quite defensive, once you let the guard down, it's almost like, again, you're going to surprise this person, because they're going to realise that you're actually soft as shit on the inside. All this defensiveness, all this wild, erratic behaviour, all this, masculine projected energy is basically just a shell for the softer you. I feel like you haven't been able to melt into a relationship. You've always been the driving force. But once you are in this person's energy, they're really going to see you from a different light. They're going to see how kind-hearted you are. They're going to see how soft you are, how I wouldn't say vulnerable in a negative sense, just empathic. You feel other people's pain, you feel for them, you relate to them well. This may be why you've got a lot of people around you that want your energy. They're vying for your attention, because it's almost like you've got it all. This person's really looking at you like you've got it all. I feel like they're getting there, they're besotted. So I'm just going to pull a couple more cards now, because we're actually getting on with the reading. See what we can pull out of this Love Angels deck. Sorry. We've got a few here. So we've got passion, exactly, absolutely. This is you, but this is both of you. But I feel like this is more you. There's a lot of passion that's been shown in this reading. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so there's a lot of passion that's shared between the two of you. I feel like this is mutual, you know, but more so you're the fiery one. So, there's a lot of passion here that you're ready to share with this person. A lot of excitement, a lot of, intimacy and that kind of thing. Let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So you may actually be asking friends for support. You may be asking friends for advice. You may be, just really, I just feel like you're communicating with friends. I feel like you're kind of spending time with them and you're saying, this person's like this and this person's like that. And can you believe it? I've never met someone like, I've always wanted somebody like this, but it's just never happened until now. So I do feel like there's this communication. You may be going back to the girls or the guys and you're really talking about this other person. And, I feel like there's a lot of giggling going on, a lot of laughing, and a lot of like, ha ha, there's a little bit of, not embarrassment, but it's almost like, I just feel like a lot of smiles, lots of smiles. Stay optimistic about your love life. So with fire energy, one of the things can be impulsivity. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, okay? So don't ruin this situation before it started. Stay positive, stay optimistic. This person just operates a little bit slower than you do, okay? So don't, I'm hearing like keep the faith in this situation. I do think things are going to turn out for the better. If this reading resonates, please let me know, because I'm so interested to see, this is probably one of the only good readings that I've had out of the whole Valentines, the whole Valentines readings for all the signs. But romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. There's definitely romance here. The Two of Cups shown up twice, and with this card, there is romance. It's almost like this is a much slower, much softer situation than you're used to being in. I do think that in the past, you've dealt with passion. Passion like the back of your hand. Now you need to let in a little bit of romance. That means that you have to be somewhat more vulnerable. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck that I created to get some more messages, and I think I'm going to leave it there. This is a really beautiful spread, Aquarius. So if you're dealing with this person now, just allow them the time that they need to come forward. This is very, this person is a little bit more introverted than you. They are definitely interested. Things are going to move forward. I just don't want you to act too spontaneously and scare this person off. That doesn't mean change yourself. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not suggesting that you wear a mask. I'm just, people we're not all the same, and that's the beauty in human beings and in humanity. There is differences there, and if we acknowledge them, we'll get a lot further than if we tend to ignore them and act in our own best interest, really. I find you highly attractive. So this is that Queen of Wands that I was pulling out. I told you this person thinks that you're hot as shit. History. Okay, so history is a factor here. So this may be you again with this. I keep saying, you've experienced a lot of passion. Now it's time for a little bit of romance. But it could also be in regards to this other person. Maybe they've had relationships that haven't really worked out well. And that's why they're coming towards you in a much more grounded, practical way. Not wanting to invest too much too soon. Really trying to get to know each other. I've just got this feeling that, the two of you will probably be friends before you are anything more. So let's not rush that. Let's not jump into something too soon. When we do that, it usually ends up not really going how we expected it to go. So get to know this person, just pull back a little bit and enjoy them and relax and let it flow, let it grow authentically, let the friendship develop. I knew from the minute I laid eyes on you. Again, this person is just, wow, they're absolutely in awe of you. They knew from the minute they laid eyes on you that there was somebody that they wanted to pursue. There's something about you. It's almost like when you step into a room, it's all eyes on you. You've got this big personality. Everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to know you. Everybody wants to be around you. This person may have even been taken aback a little bit that you actually were interested in them in the first place. You know, it's almost like they can't believe it. It's a little bit, and this is why they've got this tower. It's a bit like, oh my God, there's this tension here because they can't quite believe it. But, you know, yeah, I feel like this person is developing affection towards you. And this is saying stand in your power. So what I want to say with this is know your worth. You know that you don't have to act up for somebody to show an interest in you. Know that you don't need to go that extra mile. You know, let this person take the lead. Let them show you that they're invested. It shouldn't be on your end all the time. You know, let this person do the work. Stand in your power. Own it and really say, you know, I'm worth it too. You know, this person, you do put them on a bit of a pedestal, and I think it's because you can see this situation developing in a way that you'd like it to. They're very different to what you've experienced in the past. They really are very, very different. And this is telling you to stand in your power. You know, don't change, don't become something that you're not. This person likes you for who you are. I just think that they want to take things a little bit slower. Okay, so maybe where you're quite keen to maybe even engage sexually with this person, you may have not have already done that. Just know that this person is wanting to take things that little bit slower. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like how I read, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if it resonates. Like I said, any information that you need to know about me is in the description box below. And until next time, Aquarius, I'll see you soon.